What's going on, Legion? As you're gonna like always, it's very weird. I had a conversation with you guys that never actually occurred for you. I did a reaction to the Iron Fist trailer, and it ended up being roughly the same thing, and I had a lot to say about what would be coming out next. Now, I wish I would have uploaded that a few days ago, like 2 days ago, because I said I couldn't remember if Season 2 or 3 came out before or after the Luke Cage Season 1, because we have our Season 3. Of Luke Cage Season 1, because now we have another Luke Cage coming out, or it came out, and we've had Jessica, we've had the Defenders, we've had everything. We should be having a Daredevil. And so I said all that, and then I was like, I started the trailer, and I'm like, oh, this is the same damn trailer, just with a different thing. And so I just deleted it. And I wish I would have made that, because I was saying, we've had everything else. The Daredevil that started out was 2 seasons before anybody else came along, Jessica Jones. And then Jessica Jones Season 2 came out. We had a Luke Cage Season 1. Then we had the Punisher, or before the Punisher, we had the Iron Fist Season 1 after that. Then we had the Defenders. Then we had Iron Fist Season 2's coming out. The Punisher came out before that, after the Defenders. Then Luke Cage Season 2 came out. Iron Fist Season 2 is coming out after Luke Cage, or after Daredevil. I don't even know which one's coming out next, actually. And I haven't gone through the wiki to see which one's coming out in order. But let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. And I was right. No one knows, except for me, and I guess that's all that really matters. Daredevil is finally having a trailer. It's a teaser. Let's just check it out just a little bit.
I once believed that justice could be found in a court of law. And in the light of day. But I was fooling myself. Darkness only responds to darkness.
Get him, Matt. Get him, Matt.
And the truth is,
The Nun, right? It's a
I'd rather
crossover.
die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock.
And that's just the end of that. Well, a little bit more talking, a little less reaction or trailer for this guy. Hey man, it'd be awesome if like the Daredevil and the Nun had like a crossover. That'd be pretty cool. Very weird that the season, or I was thinking of Season 2. I said Season 3 on accident. It's weird that he's still in that stupid clothing and not in a suit still. I don't know why, but I'm excited to see the season, and I can't wait. So let's just get into it, check it out, and hopefully they don't screw it up. I love the Marvel Netflix series. I still haven't finished Punisher because I just haven't cared, and I haven't even started Luke Cage Season 2 yet. I didn't really like Luke Cage Season 1 at the start, but it ended up getting real good. I actually ended up really liking about 4 episodes in, and then definitely the mid to the end of Luke Cage. Definitely was liking Luke Cage a lot. I definitely thought it was really good, and it was very much like this is Harlem, this is black culture, this is that, and I was like, yeah, it's really cool getting to see, a lot of this stuff. Of course, it always has to kind of involve a little bit of, what maybe not the government itself, but maybe cops and the stereotypes that are put on black people. They definitely kind of showcase that in a little bit, nothing too crazy, but they did show a little bit of, hey man, it's not always the best to be a black person. And they showed that off a little bit, but they didn't focus the whole show about that. But there definitely was always a struggle. The neighborhood itself was a representation of the struggle it was, let's say, to be, I don't know, someone that's black, living in a city, maybe patrolled by a lot of white people. And of course they had a black cop that was somebody that was kind of like on the fence at first of being the job, but also growing up here. And they did, I think, a great job of balancing it out to showing people, it's not always easy for certain communities in America, but they didn't just make it like a big pissing contest, a big whiny thing. They just said, hey, it's not always the easiest. This is kind of what it's like, and they kind of gave you, like, I think, without the superpowers part, obviously. And I only bring this up because there are shows that very much try to hark on. They try to take advantage of the things that go on in our country for like profit, for sale. They want to use the shooting of some kid that's not white, let's say, in their TV show. Cloak and Dagger is a good way of showing that you showed the black kid, the black guy, and you're like, oh, are they going to go down the same route? And it ended up being that the little white blonde girl was actually a pickpocket. They kind of flip things up. They're kind of showing you that anybody can be anything, good or bad. And I definitely like how Marvel's taken that kind of, let's not beat you over the head and make you believe what is wrong in our country. Let's just kind of show you some stuff. I think that's the smart writing, and I think that's why I like Luke Cage so much, because I got to see a lot of the the cool side of what Harlem could be. Like, I've never obviously been to Harlem, but there's a lot of culture there. But then it didn't look like it was the friendliest place. You had to be kind of a tough person to be there, and being white, I don't think that. I think I'd have an extra hard time being there. I don't know, but it was a good show, and I'm excited to see what Marvel puts out. Maybe not so much in the cinematic universe. Of course, that's a whole different story. But I'm looking for all the stuff that they put out in the smaller screen, whether it's my monitor or the TV, whatever. Because I think they're writing stuff the right way. They're doing things the good way. I mean, sometimes it gets a little cringy, and I hate to use the word cringy, but it actually makes me recoil a little bit with some of the fighting that Danny Rand does. Matt Murdock being a little bit kind of weird sometimes. Jessica Jones probably being the most. I mean, how can you fuck up badass, don't give a fuck kind of character? Plus, Kristen Ritter is awesome. But that's a lot of rambling for such a short clip. And I just kind of want to give my 2 cents on what Marvel's doing on Netflix and what I see them doing, or what I feel they're doing, which is what Stan Lee kind of did. He kind of wanted to show problems in the world, but not make you feel bad about it, kind of thing. It was there was a quote that he said. I can't remember. He wanted to make people feel good without bringing them down. And I think in a very abstract way, a lot of explaining or showing the injustices of our country sometimes is, but doing it the right way is not necessarily to what he said, but it's a good way of making people understand and accept, and that's I think what Stan Lee did at the very end of the day, was try to make people come together. So I don't know. I think that works out. I think that Marvel's doing the right thing there. Plus Disney owns it, so whatever makes them money, right? So yeah, who cares about people after that? It's just money. But I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble, man. I just kind of wanted to give, like I said, my 2 cents on my view on the overall Marvel machine on Netflix and what they're doing on TV, because I think they're doing it right. They're not doing it gross. So again, I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. Once again, my name is Azrael. Later.